Hello, everyone. This is something that I did not expect, but believe it or not, I'm actually going to be getting a writing house, which is going to sit approximately right here, maybe a little further that way. But yes, I'm going to be getting a writing house probably sometime between January and March. And now it's not going to be my ideal writing house. But it's also not going to be what I was willing to settle for either, which was going to be a tent. Um, Now this came about because my father came into my room the other day and said, "I'm going to build you a writing house," which is something that I never thought he would actually ever do. Because I had asked him before, but I just thought it would take too much time and too much money for him to ever attempt it. But it's going to go approximately right here. And now, of course, he's not doing it completely out of his own goodwill, although it is very generous of him because he wants it. I think he wants it to so he can watch deer out of it in the morning when I'm not here, and so I think that's one of the reasons why he wants the house. But because he knows that I sit here and see a lot of deer. Um, but anyway, it's going to sit approximately right here, and it's going to have. It's not going to be exactly a shed. It's going to resemble somewhat of a shooting house, sort of. It's going to have stairs that go up to it, and when you get inside, there's going to be enough room for approximately two people, and there's going to be a panoramic window where you can look out into the woods. This may be some of what you would see, and there's going to be windows on the sides. There's going to be shelves that you can put things on. There'll be some room where I could possibly put a heater in, and maybe also have some artificial lights or lanterns up top. Because the one thing that I'm somewhat worried about is that there won't be enough light for me to see properly. So I hope that the window's large enough that enough light can come in for me to see. But yeah, this is somewhat of a dream come true, especially because this property where I'm sitting right now, I don't have it yet, but I am going to inherit 2.5 acres of land, and part of which will be the land that I'm sitting on. And I may want to build an actual house on it someday, but that just seems like a dream that will never happen. But with this writing house on it, I can technically say that I own land with a house on it, technically speaking, without lying. And it can also be a place where I can get away from the house if I'm want to get away from my family, or I'm not feeling too well emotionally. I can go and sit in the house and look at nature. I mean, it will be a writing house, but it can also be a refuge house as well, and it will also protect me from the cold to a certain extent, and rain. And so, like the other day, it was raining outside. It was mainly a sprinkle all day, but I couldn't go in the woods because of that. But if I had the writing house, I could go in the woods on a day like that. And so it will be enormously beneficial because normally um, I can actually only go into the woods around 6 months out of the year. Mainly around 6.5 months, mainly from October to about maybe mid-April, and then bugs start coming out, and I can't go out in the woods again until October again. But with this writing house, which will protect me somewhat from the ticks on the ground, I could use it until perhaps July or August, when sometimes it can get up to 90, and then it will be too hot for me. But instead of only going to the woods 6 months out of the year, or 6.5 months out of the year, I can go to the woods 9 or 10 months out of the year. And so in that respect, um, the house will be highly beneficial. But I've always wanted a house, a writing house that could give me solitude, that could give me a place where I could escape to, a place that I could call my own, so to speak, a place where I could dream, And even though it's not going to be my ideal house, getting a house like this in any form is something that I've always wanted. So I definitely appreciate my father for being willing to build it, and I'm looking forward to spending a great amount of time in it.